Welcome back. It's your boys, Pat and Adam. This is Dropping the Needle, episode 8. This is Adam's pick. And for Black History Month, we decided to choose Charles Bradley's album, Black Velvet. Black Velvet is the fourth and final, I think, posthumous, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you would say that, but it was recorded. Well, yeah, I guess it
Before.
was like all done in 2017. It came out in 2018.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, final album by Charles Bradley. Had two singles. I Can't Fight the Feeling and I Feel a Change. Name of the album comes from Bradley's stage name during his time as a James Brown impersonator, which is pretty cool. The album
Yeah.
consists of songs originally recorded for Bradley's three previous albums and was compiled by producer Thomas Brennick after Bradley's death from cancer in September 2017. Two cool things on here, two covers, Stay Away by Nirvana and Heart of Gold by Neil Young, which his Heart of Gold cover was one of my favorites on here.
Oh, for sure. I'm glad you said that because that was by far mine. For
Yeah,
sure.
it's dope.
This Stay Away cover's pretty good too, but it's not as good as Heart of Gold because Heart of Gold's so good because that song is like it's more upbeat as whereas Heart of Gold usually the original and every cover is always pretty like down and mellow, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty
good
cool.
Like good change of pace.
So this one, I mean, all right. So besides all that, yeah, this is your first time coming to the channel or listening to one of the podcasts. Thank you for checking it out, and please hit the subscribe buttons. And if you like it, you know, whatever you're, you know, listening to on it or watching us on, we appreciate it. But yeah, this is Quick Sixers. What do you call it, Adam? Like I don't know. It's almost like a music album review type of show.
Yeah.
But if you like it, we do one every month. Me and your boy Adam sit down and talk about an album we usually pick like I don't know, randomly. It seems like these days we're just like, oh, let's do that one.
Sure. Seems like I'm doing more than picking too.
yeah. I like your choices because it's like
yeah, it's kind of some are obscure, some are like hits, some are That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring more obscure stuff that people don't know about.
Like I think that could be good. I mean, you know, check out. We were doing based on kind of the Rolling Stone top 500 list, but I think it's fun to like branch it out a little bit. We keep on there a little every now and then, but it's cool to branch it out. For this particular one, I think it has a good story. So when Adam brought it up, I was like, yeah, we should check this one out. Let people know who don't know. So anyways, I'm going to sip on this coffee. And Adam, you're going to tell me why we picked this one.
Why we picked this one?
Uh-huh.
So I would say we picked this one just because look where you said the history of Charles Bradley. For those who don't know, Charles Bradley didn't really get famous until he was 88 or something, or 80 something. I guess what it said. I don't know exact age, but
yeah, I think he was old. I think it was his late 60s actually.
Yeah,
but
let's say like he, started to get touring and becoming, making their rounds in like, late 2010s, I guess.
Yeah.
Say like 2015, I guess 2017 is when he really became big, and 2018 is when this album came out after his passing.
Yeah.
And that's what's sad is that, he was coming up in the, in the music world, as like this guy, that underground guy that, had this voice that sounded like James Brown, and even, was a James Brown impersonator back in the day.
Yeah.
So, it's cool to see like someone that still has the James Brown vibe, but, still doing his own thing,
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. And what's so crazy about this album too is the instrumentals, there's like there's just an instrumental version of this album as well.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy is that, the pairing of his vocals, the producer, and getting this band together to, do all the strings and the arrangements.
Yeah, it's dope. It says here that he released his first album when he was 62 in 2011.
62. Wow.
Which is crazy. I mean, and yeah, Adam touched on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go. You can go. Explain.
No, you said in 2000. What was it? 2011.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy. He didn't have that much time to to do all what he did, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's pretty cool because if you so Adam, you suggested this one. I hadn't really heard about it. I think you probably played it for me at some point, but um, yeah, I was like, all right, well, let's pick this dude, and then reading up on like this dude's life, it's pretty crazy. He kind of worked as like a cook for a long time, different cities, tried out, you know, did like played in venues and stuff when he could, and then eventually got into a
Yeah.
conversation with somebody, and it led to him recording his album. Uh,
Yeah.
and then that turned into like what you're saying, like an underground following, and then him uh, playing a lot in Europe and like
Yeah.
basically constantly touring into from like that time until he died.
And, and that's what's crazy too, is it seems like there's this big movement of like every like a lot of people in the UK like getting turned on to soul music and like finding these people, these people that are still around, making this music. And that's a testament to like his life and like what he, stood for. His fact is like, these blue collar jobs, working his way to, just to still keep making music at his age,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still having a voice and, the energy to do it is what's crazy, you know.
Yeah. Um.
You can some of these songs, I mean, he's like putting his soul into it.
Oh yeah. You can. I mean, you can
And I,
definitely feel it.
yeah. And have you
Uh.
ever watched like any of the music videos and stuff, like live performances?
No. No.
That's
No.
pretty
Are they?
impressive too.
You sure? Okay. So definitely check those out.
Yeah.
Um. I think it's interesting. So he was born in 1948 in Gainesville, Florida, and but grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and spent a good bit of his childhood there. And he said it says the thing that really turned his life into what it is, or what it ended up being eventually, was his sister took him to go see a James Brown show at the Apollo in 1962. And from there, I mean, I guess I guess you see James Brown live, and you're like, oh fuck,
Transform. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially as a young kid in
Mhm.
New York at that time. That's kind of crazy. It's probably like seeing a superhero live.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Um. So, I mean, yeah, and that turns into him being an impersonator and doing his own thing. He had his own band for a long time, and what does it say? We're driving. Oh, it didn't have to go to Vietnam, which is cool. It's too young for that. Um, but yeah, he said it. He moved all over the place. I think Maine,
Yeah.
California, um, all sorts of places, and then eventually back to Brooklyn or back to New York. Uh, I don't know, man. Listening to this was kind of interesting for me. I was just like, man, this sounds like something that's so old, but like it's the crispness of
It's
it
yeah.
sounds new.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a twist on like, yeah, that soul funk, like,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was saying. It's like this band. What is it? Oh man.
What his band's name?
Yeah, I've never come prepared.
His original band's name, which was only around for a little while. I had it just a minute ago. Fuck.
But this is like a different band. It's like an orchestra band or something. Because it's not
Oh,
even
oh,
on.
oh. I know what you're talking about. The band that played on this thing, the
Yeah, because it's
Minahan Street Band.
yeah, Hand Street Band. Like,
Yeah.
props to them, man. Like, some
Yeah.
of those strings on some of those songs are insane.
Yeah. Bunch of people in there. It's Victor Axelrod, Thomas Brennick, Nick Movshun, Homer Steinweiss, Michael Deller, David Guy, and Leon Michaels. Or Michaels, maybe. But I don't it's kind of crazy, dude. It hit its peak position. This album particularly was number 7 in the independent albums Billboard chart. It's
Wow.
pretty crazy.
And what year? Like for 2018, or
Uh
like
I'd guess, yeah. Oh no.
because that's what.
2019.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like we should talk about this show all the time. But
What?
Big Little Lies.
Love Big Little
um,
Lies.
that show, but one of the songs was featured in that show. I think that's why at like around the same time that I guess that show I think came out right before the album came out.
That
So
makes
that's why
sense.
it got featured,
Yeah.
in this show. It was like one of those like, oh, it's an indie song, but then
Yeah. I mean, I know that opening song, that Michael Kiwanuka song,
yeah,
um, that kind of that got me hooked
open up
on
doors for
that
him.
dude.
Yeah, yeah,
I think we need to talk about that album at some point.
for
Um,
sure.
well, not that album, but the one after it. But that man,
Yeah,
heavy hitter. Almost picked that one honestly for this month,
that would be
but
cool.
I thought
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed this
Charles's
one though because
story is
yeah,
is dope.
yeah, yeah.
It's really like a
The story. If you hear the story, then listen. I mean, or like listen to the album and then hear the story, vice versa. It's like yeah, it all like coincides, and it's like you feel it's a lot deeper
yeah.
than just
Which I did it the other way. I listened to the whole album and then I read like the notes part thing,
oh
and I was like, oh man, like this dude had a like a man, this dude struggled, like, for a
yeah.
long time before, but he actually like worked at it and worked at it.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. Yeah, it's working out. And like also, what's interesting too is that I guess when he was on the road, like he made his own costumes, like jackets and stuff.
Oh really? I didn't read that part.
Yeah, just check. Well, yeah, you should check it out. It's like in the some of the videos and live footage and stuff.
Okay,
It's
okay,
pretty dope.
definitely check that out. Uh, but all in all, like this was 37 minutes 31 seconds long, 10 tracks, perfect length, I think. I think putting like a some covers in an R&B like soul album is always fun. We saw that back with I mean with James Brown, I think in that didn't we do a
And
James
Otis
Brown
Redding.
episode? Otis Redding did
Yeah,
a few. Um yeah, stuff like that. Like it's just fun to hear like different people play,
yeah.
right? You know, other people's shit, which is cool.
Especially yeah, different genres of music. If you're like soul, like playing like a rock.
Yeah, I mean there's a Nirvana
Especially
song
that
on here. It's
Nirvana.
kind of
Yeah, I was saying the Nirvana cover. I had to look it up. I was like, what is that song? Like it took me
yeah,
a second to put it together, but yeah,
it's pretty crazy. But I don't know. All in all, um yeah, dedicating this episode to Charles Bradley. Pretty dope guy. Really bummed out that I didn't know about this until way after his passing. So
yeah.
um
What's crazy too is I saw someone like they were talking about it was like an article or something talking about South by Southwest, and they were talking about how they stumbled upon him one year. I guess it was like in 2016 or 2017, just like late night at some bar, like after all the shows.
just
It's
playing.
like yeah, just playing. That's what kind of happens at South by Southwest. But yeah, he was just like popped up in a club and just started playing. I guess.
That's cool as shit. That's
Yeah.
I think that's the thing I took away from all of this, from this particular story and this album, and is like this dude just really just wanted it. He didn't really give a fuck about
Yeah.
the fame or whatever. He just wanted to play his music and
Sometimes
like do his thing.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like that's what I like it so much too, is because he's like that blue collar, musician. And what's cool about coming from Memphis, I don't know if you feel the same way, but like just seeing those like old soul, blues guys in Memphis too. Like if you hop in a random bar, I mean, they're like giving it their all.
Oh yeah.
Like even though it's a hobby, they don't to them it's not a hobby. Like it's
Yeah.
you know
I mean, if you actually, good point. I do feel the same way, especially like if you go to Music Fest at Memphis in May, go
like the
and
blues
hang
tent.
out in the blues tent like for a
Yeah,
little while. We're going to talk about something uh, that involves that in a second, but yeah, go and check out the blues tent because those dudes are
yeah,
just
and what's crazy is like they're all getting older now. That's what's sad too is
yeah,
like a couple of them are just
barely
dropping.
hanging on. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean these are
That's what's
like
cool to see is these guys like on this album,
yeah,
all these different bands that are like trying to bring it, keep it alive, and teaming up with like somebody like Bradley that doesn't have the musicianship to like play by himself, or get a full band, just like
yeah,
have a backing band.
yeah. It's really cool. But yeah, like the blues tent in Memphis in May, it's one of those things like there can just be a person just playing like guitar or something and doing it, and it just sounds it's
Yeah,
full. I don't know if I
Yeah.
don't know if that's the right word, but like, yeah, I feel like the whole room feels full. And when
Yeah,
you're in
for
one of
sure.
those blues clubs, like it doesn't feel like you're just listening. When you're at a restaurant or something, that there's just music on. It doesn't feel like that.
Yeah,
It
like
feels
elevator
like you're
music. Yeah, yeah.
involved.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know. I think that's
Feel it,
something you
feel it
have
in
to
your bones.
experience. Yeah. I mean, who at this point who remembers live music at all? So I mean,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is something I really, if you've never been to Memphis, that's one thing that you should check out. Like, get your ass off of Beale Street and go wander into like a weird little club, uh,
Yeah.
and just sit down and have a drink or something. Your glasses are probably gonna be dirty, but you're gonna be listening to some good music.
Yeah, for sure.
Spe- but yeah, this episode, Charles Bradley, Black Velvet, go and check it out. It's awesome. Really good. Check out all of his albums. Actually, there's only three, so
Yeah.
or there's four. My bad. But
Another honorable mention is Changes.
oh
It's on
yeah,
a different album, which is a Black Sabbath cover.
yeah,
And again, I mean, it's unrecognizable as far as it being a Black Sabbath song.
yeah. It's really crazy, honestly. Um, if you wouldn't have told me it was a Black Sabbath song, I would have been like, don't know.
Yeah.
I would have thought original for sure. But I'm glad you brought up the blues tent at well, we talked about the blues tent in Memphis in May because I don't know if you've seen the Bonnaroo lineup for this year,
I think I have.
but for Friday uh, at Bonnaroo, so it would be June 17th, Southern Avenue, a local Memphis, I guess, blues rock band is
Yeah.
playing Bonnaroo. They're on the official poster,
Nice.
which is crazy, crazy. And the first time I
Yeah.
saw them was in the blues tent at Memphis in May.
Yeah. Crazy.
Incredible, incredible band.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely.
unlike anything, I think you'll catch right at Bonnaroo. Really,
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you feel any certain way about them?
About what
About Southern
Southern Avenue?
Avenue? Yeah,
Oh yeah, I mean they're good, but I kind of forgot about them actually until you brought it up.
yeah.
But yeah,
I don't think they released an album in a minute, but yeah, it's crazy to see some small, like they're younger than us, like the
oh
kids
yeah,
in
yeah,
that band, and like to see a band like that just get put on this stage,
yeah, yeah. That's
pretty
awesome.
fucking cool. And they're not
Yeah,
playing like the Thursday, like the Thursday is like,
yeah, yeah.
people that get there early and they want something to do, and I don't know, Centery
Yeah,
doesn't open until late that day anyways, but like they're
dude. How
playing
about
Friday like a main day.
yeah? How about us going to Bonner? I was just thinking about that, but going to Bonner and seeing Vampire Weekend was like on a Thursday.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I was thinking actually, I think my morning jacket was on a Thursday.
Yeah. No, Mom Jagger was like a headliner. The
N-
times like we saw him.
not the first time we went in
Maybe not a
2006.
headliner, but like it was definitely a night. Yeah, it was that night though.
Oh, it was at night. It was for sure at night. Actually, I'm gonna look it up.
And then MGMT was like on a Thursday night too,
Yeah,
because I remember we heard it from like our 10.
yeah.
Just
We're like, what the hell? Uh, I'm gonna look it up right now. What day they played?
just
Fuck.
reminiscing about Bonner.
I was talking about it today, which is kind of crazy. Because we brought up when me and you went to go. We were trying to figure out things to do in between uh Bonnaroo weekend and fucking
Oh,
and
Warped
Warped
Tour.
Tour weekend. And I was telling Meg and her friend that we went and saw an IMAX,
Oh yeah,
Nacho Libre.
yeah.
And we are like,
Dude, it
and they
was
were
so
like, what the
sick.
fuck? Uh, it was
I mean, it's
hilarious.
like yeah, June is like the only thing out I think in the theater.
Yeah, there wasn't shit out that day. Maybe no, it wasn't Sunday. This is crazy. I'm seeing like old Centeroo. like the book that you open
Oh wow.
to like see the schedule. I'm trying to like figure out the actual schedule. I can see the poster. Like I know the poster, but it doesn't really tell you. It's 2008.
Are you looking at it online, like on a
Yeah,
website or something?
try not to look at the website though. Ah, fuck it, whatever. It was probably like I think it was a Friday.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but anyways, I wanted to catch your opinions on three different festival lineups while we're on this episode. So, have you
All
seen
right.
the new Bonnaroo lineup?
Think
First
so.
off,
Think so. Tell me the headliners again.
uh, Jay. Well, do you want the Thursday headliner? Because I don't even know them. But
Yeah. What?
Griffin
Just give me all.
is the Thursday headliner.
Yeah.
Friday,
Sounds
J.
like
Cole, the Chicks, and Illenium.
wait, the
Uh,
chicks, like the Dixie Chicks.
yeah.
Oh God.
Saturday is Tool, Flume, and 21 Savage.
God.
And but that day also has Ludacris and Mountain Joy and some other people randomly. And Sunday, Stevie Nicks, Machine Gun Kelly, and Roddy Rich.
Oh yeah, that's right. Trash.
Yeah. Oh, shout out homeboy from what's it called? 13 Reasons Why from Wallows. His band is playing on Sunday.
Who?
You know that kid that was in 13 Reasons Why? You
I
know that
think so.
show on Netflix?
Oh yeah, I mean I know the show, but I don't know if I ever watched it.
Yeah. He's also in the new Scream movie. He has like highlights right now.
Mm.
He's the singer of that band Wallows. And
Oh,
I guess they're playing on Sunday. So good for him. But what do you think?
trash. Trash. I mean, like, it's whatever. It's just, I mean, it's just whatever kids like. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly, it's like, dude, who the fuck? Like, I'm still trying to figure out who listens to that. And it's like, did it really just take, you pulling all these like stunts and stuff to get your career like cool again? You know what I mean? And people interested in you again?
I don't know, bud.
It's like
It's
rap, wasn't it? You got buried by Eminem. I mean, come on, dude. Like,
bruh, got so buried he had to change
yeah,
genres.
careers. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then careers, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
what his
god.
career is like being the boyfriend of, or,
Yeah.
of fucking
Yeah.
Megan Fox. Like,
Yeah. Much whatever. It's a good career, I guess, for him.
it's like
Um
nice referee shirt, bro.
oh god, dude, the memes are awful.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
I heard the funniest one I saw was or one of the funniest ones I saw was when it was like the picture, right? Him in that shirt, and it was like when the person at Foot Locker finds your size and the shoe you wanted.
Oh yeah,
uh okay, so next Coachella. So April 15th and 22nd. No, April 5th, like the week 2 weekends, April 15th weekend and yeah, April 22nd weekend. You seen this one?
yeah. I have.
Okay, so Harry Styles, the three headliners. I like how they just keep it like, basic like that. Like they just have one headliner at night. So
Yeah,
Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, and then Yay. Just Yay now, because that's what
yeah,
that is. What do you think?
yeah. I mean, it's better than fucking Bonner. I
It
mean, those are
is.
all like good. I mean, those are headliners. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like Harry Styles. I'm not the biggest fan, but like, yeah. I mean, it makes perfect sense.
I don't know. I fuck with some Harry Styles.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm not like mad at.
No, I'm not
Like
mad at
Billie
Harry
Eilish.
Styles.
Like I used to like be like, oh yeah, but then I was like actually like enjoy that now. Like
Yeah. I mean, I could fuck with this whole lineup. As long as Kanye doesn't come on like 4 hours late.
hmm
No one will be straight.
well, you pull something.
Oh, and the return of Swedish House Mafia. So that's kind of
Oh
interesting.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah. Wasn't there some other like big electronic acts on there too?
Mm,
Like DJs, I thought I
Jamie
saw
XX
somebody.
is on there.
Yeah, maybe that's what I saw. Jimmy XX. Like I'd go for just
Um,
that.
Danny Elfman's on here. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
mean, it's definitely like like I think, but like they're doing a better job of bringing like a good mix of
yeah,
age groups, not just like Bonnaroo, where it's like we got to go with Tennessee people and we got to go with everybody that's like under the age of 25.
yeah. But they do have some like it's a pretty good mix, I think. I mean, their small print acts are just like what the fuck, but I mean, you got like people like, but then again, you got like people like Freddie Gibbs are in here. That's like pretty small
Freddie
print.
Gibbs for Coachella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you also have like, well, you have Stallions in there, and Disclosure, which I didn't know people listen to Disclosure
That's just what
anymore.
I'm saying. But yeah, that's like, I'm saying I'd go for that. Like,
Yeah, this could be fun. Fat Boy Slim's in here, dude. Actually,
yeah,
Sunday
fuck yeah.
looks pretty gnarly. Like they got,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what I saw was like all those acts. Like I was
yeah,
like, oh, okay.
Sunday
Like that's
looks
kind of how it
hard,
should be.
bro. Yeah, they got. Oh fuck me, Griselda's playing.
Yeah.
Griselda and Fatboy Slim. Duck Sauce is playing. I haven't seen that name in a long time.
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
The Sunday
Yeah.
lineup is hard.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Let's go.
last but not least, I think you already know which one I'm going to talk about, but the When We Were Young Festival in
Oh God.
Vegas, bruh.
No
This thing.
interest. Take it, blow it
Are
up, and
you
throw it in the
tripping?
trash.
All right.
Fuck
The
no,
only
dude.
the only not interest that I have in it is that it's in Vegas. It's like fuck Vegas, like for real.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Um,
it's like the trashy of the trashiest. Like,
but dude, it's so ridiculous. Like it is straight up like if you took a hot topic, ingested it, and then just like threw it up onto a plate. That's what this lineup is.
oh yeah.
I mean, oh, so I guess you're familiar. So My Chemical Romance, Paramore, AFI, The Used, Taking Back Sunday, Dashboard Confessional, Thursday, fucking Avril Lavigne, Bright Eyes, Jimmy Eat World,
The craziest
Glass
one to me
Jaw.
though. The craziest one to me is Bright Eyes because it's like, that dude's so like a prima donna that like I'm really surprised you'd be like, I don't want to be around that trash.
Yeah. I
Because I mean,
don't
he's the only one that's still relevant. I mean,
I don't like
you
that
see,
guy at
he's
all.
changed up his. Yeah, I don't either. But I'm just saying, like, he's still around, like doing solo stuff, and like,
Yeah.
you know,
I remember the first year was the first or second year we went to Bonnaroo. 2006 or
yeah, we saw.
2007, one of those years. Bright Eyes was one of the people that we saw, and this mother. Or so if anyone who hasn't been to Bonnaroo, it's like literally 100,000 degrees.
It's not.
You're
Yeah,
like sweating your
yeah,
ass
it's
off
hot.
the whole day.
Hot. Yeah, a lot of
Dirty,
fun.
nasty. This motherfucker's in a hoodie playing
Bitching
in the
about how hot
sun.
it is.
Yeah, and I was uh, uh, like it was like I kind of get it because dude was for sure on heavy drugs at this point in his career. So I was like, okay, I get it, but like, I still think about it. I'm like, dude, how the fuck did you even have a long sleeve anything on? Like, let alone a
Yeah,
full blown hoodie in the middle of June on a farm in the daytime.
fucking emo kid, dude.
God, can you imagine how? I don't know if I don't even know if he sweats. You know, who knows?
Probably, yeah.
Who knows? Drugs sucked it all out of him.
But dude,
But
when I saw this lineup though, or saw like the poster, I was like, this got to be a joke.
the thing is, though, it's not. They just
I
added
know.
another day,
I know. I was just gonna say they added another day for
and it's sold out.
dude.
October 22nd, 23rd.
Just like makes me cringe, dude.
It's
Makes me
crazy to
mad. Like,
me.
it makes me cringe that like some of that music I actually listen to, and then I'm like, because now I'm like an adult, I'm like, oh,
Uh, you know what makes me mad about these festivals that I've been seeing? You can join a wait list for people who drop out.
yeah,
Like, all right, so everything's sold out at these festivals so far. Um,
Sure.
motherfucking VIP at this like whatever softcore whatever festival is
Trash fest.
$519.99.
For what? For what? VIP?
VIP.
What do you get to do in VIP?
I'm about to read it to you.
Like, get to meet all these like washed up
No.
bands.
Oh, there's multiple wait lists, by the way.
God.
3 tiers of wait lists. Each okay. VIP admission plus performances all day on multiple stages, dedicated viewing area, food choices, bars, band merch, air conditioned restroom, dedicated entry line, and charging stations. So the only thing I see there that I like is air conditioned restroom.
Yeah.
The rest of it doesn't matter. VIP cabana. Get a roped off viewing area. Cool. Yeah, somebody put a rope around you. That's cool.
Like rope off this for
Dude,
your
guess how much that shit
trashing
is.
pleasure.
Guess how
A
much that shit
thousand.
is.
1,000.
$12,500.
12,000.
12,000.
For what? For what?
Oh, okay.
Is
So
that
you
include
get
like hotel stay, like
no,
airplane
no, no,
fee?
no, no. You get a
Oh,
VIP cabana, includes up to 10 VIP admission tickets. So you get 10 people. So it's basically
okay.
$1,000 or $1,500 a piece,
Yeah, dumb.
or like, $1,100, some shit like that. Oh, complimentary 2 bottles. Your choice: one premium liquor, one champagne. This is dumb as fuck.
Yeah. And like what's
That's
stupid is just like these festivals are kind of pissing me off a little bit because it's just like it's like a money grab, dude. It's a
yeah.
money grab. You know damn well it's like people are gonna back out, especially if like I mean, just the new variants and stuff. If that keeps circulating, it's like
Mhm.
like people are gonna back out, and then like when they're asking for their money, like we can give you half because we already spent the other half.
Oh man, I can't believe. So when I saw this, dude, I was like, I can't believe this is a thing. Like, I really can't.
Yeah, yeah,
It's crazy. But
so dumb.
I mean, this was like just some like. I mean, it sounds shitty because we're in our early 30s, but like this is some early 30s like nerd ass motherfucker that put up this whole entire like wish list and invited them all, and it was like,
Yeah,
oh shit, they all want to
I'll have the
come.
money to do it. Yeah, yeah, because they need money.
Yeah, no one's
you know,
they're none of these bands are touring, and if they're touring,
no.
they're like in
That's
some
what I'm saying.
baby
Some
ass
of them, I'm
club.
like, why? Like some of these bands, I'm like, why would you even get back together to do this? And it's like, damn, it's just like, yeah, it's. But when you say, yeah, there's a VIP package for 15,000. Yeah, it's like they're like, oh,
Yeah, like, oh, we get a cut of that. That's cool.
yeah,
It pains me to say that out of all three of these, I'd go to all three, but for way different reasons. I really
I
would.
know.
But like, there's not that many reasons that I would go to most of them. Like for Bonnaroo, I don't see anybody on this lineup that I would actually be fucking pumped to see.
No.
Your boy King Gizzard's playing like everything though, by the way.
Oh, I know. But also, I see at the same time they're like backing out of shows already too.
Yeah. Oh, this is kind of interesting, but by the way. So you know how Homeboy from Tool has like multiple bands, right?
Yeah,
So
all trash,
Tool,
by the way.
you're a hater. So Tool and Pucifer, both of those
Lucifer,
bands
yeah.
are playing this festival on
It's
Bonnaroo.
like costume change.
Wig change. Oh
Yeah, I mean, I
fuck.
get it. It's like whatever. I mean, they're talented. I'll give them that. I'm just not into the music and like just don't get it. Like,
Hmm. So basically, Adam's a hater. That's basically what it is.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm definitely not down for putting what is it, baby oil on myself and like roll it around on the ground.
What?
Remember
What?
that from Bonnaroo? That
I
first
don't
year.
remember that. No. No.
It's like everybody was telling us that they came back from the Tool show, and like some guy was crawling, like two people were like naked crawling around in mud. You remember that?
I went to
And I've
that
heard that.
Tool show. I didn't see that. I don't
I've heard
remember that.
multiple stuff like shit like that happening.
That's probably on the like in the crowd, like freaking out,
That's what I'm saying.
tweaking.
Yeah, like in the
No,
crowd,
I didn't
everybody
see
was
that
saying,
shit. I didn't see that. That's that's wild. I mean, I don't doubt it though. Oh man, this when we were young
yeah,
thing though. I was like, holy shit! I would like to hear one song from maybe each of these people. That's it.
yeah. I mean, there
I
are a
saw
couple
some.
bands that I'm like Thursday wouldn't be bad, but
Oh man, that was actually when thinking back to it when in the time when all these bands were huge. That was the funnest show out of
yeah,
any of them that I ever went
because they
to.
weren't, yeah, they weren't like on. They were kind of like they were like on the same lines of all those bands, but like had their own thing going too. It was more like political and like more like Rage Against the Machine, I would say, than like emo or
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
softcore or screamo or whatever.
yeah. It's but that I mean that show is crazy, like straight up
Yeah,
crazy. Um,
yeah.
but then you have like random like bullshit bands on here like Hawthorne Heights and Red Jumpsuit
Yeah.
Apparatus. I'm like, God
Oh man.
damn. I'm like, oh yeah, somebody liked that band at a
Yeah.
time.
Was
I
that
don't know,
band
man.
Lexus is on fire or whatever? That's probably on there.
Hold on, let me look. Let me look. Hold on, hold on.
That one's calling for
Something on fire, probably. Man, they had some whack names for sure. I'm
but who
trying
are
to
the
find
so
it.
does that thing actually have headliners or is it just
The
like
headliners it says are My Chemical Romance and Paramore.
okay? And that's the thing is too like
I
Paramore, like
mean,
that's another one that surprises me. It's like I thought they were like not together anymore and she was like doing her own thing and then
yeah, I think so.
right.
That's what
But
I've
so you get
heard.
back together for this.
Yeah, why not?
That's what I'm surprised. I mean, even the same thing with Bright Eyes. That's what I was saying. It's like, why
Yeah.
would you reform for this, for something in
Yeah.
Vegas?
I mean, there's also, all right. So the other, I guess, like big, like the names they have biggest on the poster are Bring Me the Horizon, A Day to Remember, Avril Lavigne, Bright Eyes, and Jimmy Eat World. I would go see Jimmy Eat World. I've never seen them,
Really?
but I, oh yeah, it would be fun. Fuck it, whatever. I'm at an age where I'm just like, yeah, that'd be fun. I don't
Yeah, I'm at an
care.
age where I just don't want to spend money on garbage
Oh, I
music.
wouldn't spend money on this. I just say I'd see him. Like,
Yeah.
I would definitely. I'd work out a way to get a press pass for this shit. Like, no way, no way I'm paying for this thing.
Like, can we talk about the fact too? Like Vegas, it's like this happening in Vegas. It's like that's where everybody's career goes to die. You know what I mean? It's like, and they
Pretty
revive
much.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's. I mean, there's shit in here that I never heard of though. Like, must have
Yeah,
been
it's like a
after our
convention
time.
for like, yeah, it's like convention for like 30 somethings.
Yeah. It's basically what is it? Like it's like a dating room, you know, when you go to like for a big what is that?
Yeah, speed
Speed
dating or
dating.
something.
Speed dating for
It's like,
30 something
do you
nerds.
like, do you like
Yeah.
Jimmy Eat World?
Oh man, do you like a Treyu? Me too. Oh man. Oh man, I really love me some glass jaw. Oh shit. I
The
don't know.
glass
There's some
straw,
others.
man. Like, God.
You know what's fucked though, Adam? Like at a time, me and you saw most of these bands, like most of them in very
Yeah.
small clubs
Yeah.
that we probably shouldn't have been allowed into, honestly. Half those places are like
No, I
21 and
mean,
up every other day of the week, except for the times they
yeah.
had those shows. But
Yeah.
yeah, I remember. I mean, I remember a time most of these bands were like just local things you'd go see for like 5, $10.
Yeah, for sure.
Those were the days. Those were when we were young, I
Yeah.
guess. Lame as fuck.
Now everybody's on TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok and their Jimmy World songs. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I honestly, I think I don't know which one of these I'd have more fun at. I mean,
I think
Sunday at
Coachella would be the best.
yeah, Sunday at Coachella looks like the fire. It really
Yeah.
does. It looks like a lot of fun.
Good weather too, probably.
No, no. It's hot as fuck, bro.
At
It's
Coachella?
yeah, it's in the
Bruh.
desert, dude.
Nah.
Desert.
Can't be as bad as like
Oh, dude, it's just
Monterey
as
though.
bad. It's just as bad. I promise
Nah.
you. I
In April
promise
though?
you. I promise you, it is just as bad, and it's
But
drier than
yeah.
it is at Bonnaroo. Oh, this is interesting. Uh, so Billie Eilish is headlining Saturday, right? Phineas, her brother, is playing on Sunday.
Yeah. You know, also, did you see that? I always forget the name of it. I think it starts this weekend or something. But the HBO show, it's like kind of like Euphoria, but it's like a true story or something. Fuck. But he like supposedly did the score or soundtrack to it or something.
Yeah, talented kid. Good for them. They basically made their. I mean, their whole that whole documentary with her and him is kind of weird.
Yeah, that was interesting though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I liked it. It's just like it's weird how they grew up, like just kind of closed
But
up in
it's
that
cool.
house, you know?
Yeah, but not. I was gonna say like yeah, but not really because it's like the parents kind of just let them do what they wanted to do. You know, what I mean, that's what's cool is like it's shows
Yeah,
you too like how like they like the parents kind of want to be like Hollywood people, but then like just realize like oh you could still live here and be normal and just like let your kids do what they want to do, and figure it
yeah,
out.
yeah. No, that is pretty interesting. Man, I can't believe. Speaking of, well, not of that, but I'm looking at this lineup. I can't believe that Griselda is still not in like one of these headlining spots or like a big spot. I
Yeah,
really can't. I know I've been talking your ear off about them for a while, but like you need to get on that shit. Like those dudes, man, heavy, heavy. And weird to think that anything good came out of Buffalo, New York, but they
yeah.
did. So that's
The
cool.
Bills, man, the Bills are killing
Fuck the Bills, bro.
it.
Um, yeah, I
Bills
don't know.
Mafia.
Fuck off with your Bills Mafia.
I'm sure. I really don't know.
Uh,
I mean, I just know that they're good this year, but
yeah.
they like to slam people through tables. But
Oh, that's good. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I can't think of anything else that I'm like psyched about on these lineups at all, really. Swedish
yeah,
Sauce
well, a lot
Mafia
of
coming back is kind of cool. That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
that's that was just to say that's cool. And but yeah, I don't. I mean, I feel like yeah, festivals are kind of just still. I don't know,
It doesn't
overrated or
seem
not
safe,
overrated, but
honestly.
yeah. Well, I don't know. For me personally, too, it's like you like saying that King Gizzard is putting on these festivals. It's like yeah, that's cool, but I'd rather see them like by themselves. I mean, that's kind of why I'm at
Yeah.
right now. It's like I'd rather see just these bands by themselves.
Yeah. Where they don't have like a, or not necessarily a set time, but they can like do their own thing at their own pace.
Yeah,
So
like they're
I don't
supposedly
know.
coming here in April, I guess.
Yeah. But then again, like it's kind of it's shitty looking at some of these lineups now and being like, man, I've seen most of these people, and the people I do want to see, I wouldn't want to see them at a festival.
Yeah. Or how about the bands that quit in 2020 and then never rescheduled to
Oh
come
yeah,
back?
right.
Like, dude, the Strokes. Like, we're supposed to go see the Strokes like 2 weeks before the pandemic happened.
And they canceled.
Yeah.
Fuck. You seen the Strokes though? You don't need to see the Strokes.
Yeah. But I haven't seen it with Chelsea. With them with Chelsea.
You
So
don't got to
you
see
gotta
him.
see him.
You don't
You
got to
gotta
see
see
him
him
with every
twice.
girlfriend. You don't got to do that. uh, I remember last time you saw the Strokes, but I
Yeah.
won't talk about it. That was a fun little
Well, you
trip.
like fucking went to go see Lady Gaga.
I did. Yeah, that's not part of the Strokes, but maybe a song or two. But yeah, no, I'm glad I went and saw Gaga at the time.
Yeah.
That was like peak,
Those are both,
peak.
like, I mean, both competing big headliners too.
Yeah, but at the time that was like what, like peak, Herbie and
Yeah.
just like a full
Yeah.
on stage
Let's say
thing, you
before.
know?
Yeah. Let's say kind of before the peak.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It was like she was. I mean, it was like a full on fucking show though, like a
Yeah,
performance. You know, it's like
yeah,
performance art almost. Like she was like had a like saw blades and shit with like metal boob covers, like shooting sparks and whatnot. I'm like, it
yeah,
was crazy. I was like,
yeah.
I mean, I wasn't like I'm not like a huge fan, but it was like I'm all for watching a full on like
Presentation.
performance piece. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean, the Strokes are cool, but at the time, I don't even think and I'm still not a very big Strokes fan.
yeah, yeah. A lot of people aren't. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, they're just a little too dirty for me. I think, you know,
Yeah.
like hygiene wise, not even like it's like when I look at Homeboy, I'm just like, man, you were Casablancas is dirty, is a dirty boy.
Yeah.
He just looks like he smells. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah, but
when
he's
you see somebody,
trying
you're
to be
like,
trying to
probably
be. Yeah,
smells. Like, I'm not into that. I'm into like good hygiene. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. What's like that? Yeah, that rock, like dirty, like trying to be like a rock star.
Yeah,
It's like I don't know
which
if
they
you like
very
seen.
much are. You know.
What's funny is like there's like a famous interview. I think it's from like early 2000s, like 2001, 2002, like when they just kind of became big. And he's like on Howard Stern, and he's like fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's because it's like early in the morning. He's still like drunk.
I don't know. I was watching this. There's this video series like the company Enjoy has been releasing like little videos of their new AMs where like they're one of the team members, this dude Louis Barletta, will go and like spend the day with them wherever they are.
Yeah. Mm.
And I think they've been doing one each week in like in collaboration with Jenko magazine. And one of them like a week or two ago, like they were doing some shit or whatever, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, before you guys got here, I ate some mushrooms." It's like the first time anyone's seen this kid, right, or like
Mm.
knows who they are, and he just decides, "Yeah, I'm just gonna eat some mushrooms for the day." And this could be my huge big break, but now I'll eat some mushrooms. But
Damn.
he's still ripped. I was just like, this is so weird. Like if I was, I mean, I think it was the same dude. There was one of these kids who was like skating off his roof, like his parents' house roof, like the whole
Damn.
day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think I could do that, or just like eat mushrooms before I'm gonna be on like a anything.
Some people,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
These kids,
Seemed
man.
weird. Seemed weird to me. But I don't know. Going back, let's bring it full circle real quick. Beginning of the episode, we started talking about Black Velvet, Charles Bradley album. It was the focus of this month's album uh, review, I guess. And I think, bro, I think I appreciate you telling me about it because it's good. Everyone should check it out.
Yeah.
Um, if you're going to one of those festivals, fucking
Ask it up.
bless your heart, because that's crazy. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Do you have any closing thoughts on Black Velvet?
Um, I think we covered it all. I think it's still underrated. Should go
Yeah.
check it out.
What's that song? What's that Black Velvet song? Like who sings that? Pat Benatar, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know what you're talking about,
Black Velvet. You know,
but
I'm about to tell you. Hold on. Alana Miles. That can't be it. I guess it is it.
the two.
Alana Miles.
I
Hmm.
don't know that one. Don't play too much of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. All right, Alana Miles, Black Velvet. That's the song
All
I was
right.
thinking.
I'll look it
Wish
up.
I wish
Yeah,
you
I
would
don't
have
know.
covered that for this. That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Because without there's no mention of Black Velvet on this album, so it's kind of interesting. But I get it.
Yeah.
I understand why. But
Yeah.
he has a velvety voice. But anyway, um, anyways, this is Dropping the Needle, our monthly
You got
music
one for
show.
next month?
I think I do. I'm juggling two, but I'll let you know.
All right.
Then we won't release it until it just drops. So that'll be fun. But yeah, March. I don't know. We'll see what's up with March. I don't know.
All
And
right.
if you guys have any suggestions,
Yeah.
want us to review one or talk about one, send it in. You can email us quick6erpodcast@gmail.com, or you can drop some comments or whatever, and we'll field those comments and see if it's worth the time. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Adam, you got anything else to say?
No, I think that's it, man. We
All
got
right.
into some deep topics, mostly about music festivals.
Well, I think it was half and half. I feel like,
Yeah. No, it was good.
yeah,
Covered a lot of ground.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's all topical at this point. All
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
but anyways, yeah. Appreciate you listening this far. If you have,
yeah.
go check it out.
Hit that, hit
We
that
out.
subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe. Let's subscribe.
Subscribe.